So guys, if you've been following me for a little bit, you know I've been traveling a lot more this year, especially because I I like to meet people in person, but I also travel because I do content with my boy Pablo. You guys probably know Pablo, and we were having a conversation yesterday about how the difference in mindset between someone that owns their own business and someone who works a regular job. And he said something to me that really made me think, because he said that and guys, you guys are probably thinking like, Gabe, no victim at the Tesla charging station. Guys, I rented a Tesla. Please don't look down on me for it. I know it's not like me. It's very off-brand for me to rent a Tesla, but I'm not gonna lie, I really like this car. I've enjoyed driving it. Sound system's amazing. Technology is obviously amazing. I would buy a Tesla because they're not even that expensive. I would buy it. I would definitely have a Tesla in the fleet, just like as like a daily driver. You don't have to pay for gas. I don't know. Just seems like a cool car to have in the fleet. Shout out Pablo, because Pablo had a Tesla, and if I do get a Tesla, I blame him. Anyway, regardless, he said something to me that really sparked a thought in me, and he said, someone asked him, about his business, and he said, what if it doesn't work out, right? Like, someone was asking Pablo, what if your business doesn't work out? Like, what if it just all falls apart? And it made me think, because it really shows the difference in mindset between someone that works a 9-to-5 job that has a more secure income, like a paycheck, and someone that is a business owner or self-employed, right? And the main difference that you have to understand in mindset between someone that works a 9-to-5 and someone that owns their own business is that someone who owns their own business and is self-employed is, their paycheck is not guaranteed. I get paid, and just like Pablo, just like any other business owner would get paid based off of their performance or the performance of the company as an organization, depending on if you're a one-person business or if you have 300 employees. And with this performance-based thing, right, where you have to apply yourself in a different way, where you really have to, you get paid when the transactions actually come through. You don't get paid just for showing up like a job. And it made me realize, because people that aren't business owners, they actually do approach owning a business like that. They think that it's all going to come crashing down to the ground, and like you're going to be left with nothing, and it's such a risk and all this. And it's true. Like, starting a business is risky. It definitely is risky. It's on 100% more secure to go work a job. Like, all of you watching this, you will have more security for sure, depending on if your fucking monthly bills are like not more than $2,500 a month or $3,000 a month. You will technically have more security at a job because you have a paycheck coming in, but something happens and changes in you when you start working for yourself, or even if you're working a performance-based job, like a commission-only, sales job. I know there's a lot of sales guys that are fucking millionaires that have done, $1 million selling fucking solar or roofing, or I know guys that have made $500,000 selling cars. So it's like, that type of mindset and that type of approach to earning money is completely different than just showing up. And these are the main aspects of it. It's having to apply yourself more than you ever have. It's having to stay relentlessly positive, which can be hard, because it doesn't matter if you show up positive to your fucking hourly pay rate job. It doesn't matter. You are literally there to do the bare minimum, and you'll get paid. But at a sales job, or at a business, in a business, or if you're an entrepreneur, you have to keep everything below the neck. As in, even if there's shit going on in your life, and like, girl problems, someone dies, money problems, you got to make payroll, or, you got to make your monthly, overhead, whatever it is. A lot of these things normally we're not immune. Just because I'm an entrepreneur, I'm still a fucking human. It doesn't mean I'm immune to normal emotions, and I have things that happen in my personal life all the time. Normal things that would happen in your personal life happen in my personal life too. Get what I'm saying? And what I realized is this, is in those moments, I realized the difference in mindset is we force ourselves to keep that shit below the neck, as in not let it get to our heads, which is not easy. And I've realized that the best entrepreneurs actually have the best emotional control. They do. They have the best stress management. They can manage stress on a level that would literally make you crumble. Now, this isn't me saying, I can handle so much more stress than you. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. But I've learned that in my business, I've had to grow because I literally would not survive if I didn't grow. If I didn't learn how to handle running my one business, my coaching business, right? And then my my clothing company. If I didn't manage the stress, and if I didn't manage my emotions, my businesses would literally never grow. They would make no money, and I would never get where I want to get. So you guys have to understand, like, as an entrepreneur, when you start your business, there is nothing that will change you in real time like starting a business. I could argue it's I don't have any children yet, and I'm sure it's different, right, for people that are watching this that do have kids, but I would argue it's very similar, right? You have a kid, the stakes are higher, right? Your standard now becomes way higher. You have to really show up as the best version of yourself for your fucking children, right? But it's the same thing for a business. You get what I'm saying? Is, like, think about it. When a kid is, as a father, let's say you have your first child, it's nerve-wracking, I'm sure. You're trying to research as much as you can, but you can only do so much until the child is born, and then you're learning in real time how to raise a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? You're basically thrown to the wolves. You can prepare as much as you want. But until you're in the shit, you're not going to grow from it, because you're not going to have to apply yourself. This is why speculation and reading all the books and all this bullshit about it's cool, it helps, but where you really learn is when you're in the field. You want to get better at sales? Pick up the phone and start fucking dialing. You want to get better at content? Start making videos. You want to fucking build a business? Really embody what it would be like to fucking be a business owner. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, if Instagram and YouTube and fucking TikTok went down tomorrow, I would find the next thing. And I would be selling that. If both my businesses crashed to the ground today, tomorrow I would be on some new shit. I don't even know. I would start a new business. That's the spirit of an entrepreneur. And you don't have to be a born entrepreneur to possess that spirit and to keep it alive. You don't. I'm a prime example of this, guys. I'm fucking 28 years old. I started my business at 25. I was coaching on the side since I was 18, but it wasn't a real business. I was just helping people out, and sometimes I would ask them for money, sometimes I wouldn't. And now my business is doing multiple six figures every year. So from 2.5 years ago, when I wasn't even making shit, I wasn't making any money. So think about that for a second. It's pretty wild. And it's only because I kept the spirit of the entrepreneur alive. We all have it. I truly believe that every person has that spirit. Doesn't mean that everyone's going to start a business, a giant fucking organization or company or whatever. It's the spirit. It's the entrepreneurial spirit. You can have that spirit and still work for someone else and be an amazing asset to a company. I think a lot of you guys should do that. Start your business. Don't start your business. Work on yourself. So even if you don't start a business, you can join another organization and become an asset and a piece to that entire, vision. But that spirit is what will keep you alive. It's if that company were to go down, you don't have to be an entrepreneur. Okay, you go to the next company and you say, hey, here's my resume. I'm here to fuck shit up. That's just the way it goes, guys. Keep that spirit alive. It's the only thing that's kept me going. It's those little inklings of thought, right? Where you think, I could be a business owner, or I could be a rapper, or I could be an artist, or I could be I could be a clothing designer, right? Those thoughts are not for no reason. You're having those thoughts for a reason. I believe that it's the spirit of the entrepreneur inside of you waiting to come out. So you got to nurture that, and you have to understand how important it is, guys. So once you can understand that, now you know, right? That feeling and those thoughts that you have to nurture them. And guys, if you want to start your own business, especially in the fitness industry, now is the time. It's not too saturated. If anything, now is the best time to start an online business, a coaching business, doing what I do. Now is the best time, guys. Like, I wish I started this sooner, but I'm just glad that I'm able to do this right now and, sell fitness coaching, sell my clothes, and help people, build their businesses. So guys, I hope you can understand that the spirit of the entrepreneur is within all of us. You just have to nurture it. You have to not let those thoughts and those dreams die. So guys, if you want to work with me one-on-one to build your online coaching business, or, get in shape, get, jacked, whatever it is, I help with both. You guys know that the first thing that I was good at, if you don't know, if this is the first video you're watching of mine, the first thing that I was actually good at was fitness, right? I was able to change my physique, and then people started asking me for help. I started getting them in shape, and then was able to make multiple six figures selling fitness coaching. Very blessed, very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in. And then, sometime around last year, I had someone approach me to help them build their business. And then I started to do business coaching. I started to help other fitness coaches get more clients and build their businesses primarily on Instagram. And it's been extremely rewarding. I never thought I would do it. It happened out of practicality because people were asking me for help. But that's been extremely rewarding. So I do both. I have my clothing company as well. So guys, if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can click the link below. I'll have all my other links there as well. I appreciate the love. Appreciate anybody that subscribes to my YouTube channel. You guys are the real ones. That's all for today. Peace out. No victim.